Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode here of Essential Marketing, where our mission is to provide helpful tips and tricks to anyone who's interested in marketing. My name is David White, and today we're going to continue with part 2 in our series of how to find the sweet spot in your keyword strategy. And in episode 1, or in our part 1, we kind of shared a little bit about the strategy, the 3 dimensions that we really want to take a closer look at as we're prioritizing your keywords. So just as a reminder, the 3 elements that we always want to take a look at is number 1, search volume. How many people are searching for the keywords that you're analyzing? Number 2, how competitive are you? So how difficult or how easy is it going to be for you to make improvements on any given keyword? And number 3 is going to be profitability. How much revenue can you generate through those keywords? So that's just a quick summary of part 1. If you haven't watched it, make sure to take a look at that. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a real-world example from a customer who had reached out to us, and they were interested in seeing if we might be able to help them out with some of their marketing. And so this here is a template that we use every single day. I mentioned this in part 1, and why we're so excited to be able to share this with you guys, because this truly is the nuts and bolts of marketing, especially for search engine optimization, which we get to do every single day. There's a lot of science that goes into it, there's a lot of data that goes into it, and that's why we love it, because this will allow us to see also if we can help move the needle for businesses, right? And so we're going to provide this template for all of you do-it-yourselfers. So the individuals who would like to take the template, use it, and make it their own, you're more than happy to do that. And then for anybody who's more interested in having experts like us do it, we do this for free. It usually only takes about 30 minutes. We'd be more than happy to do that. It also allows us to help set the right expectations in terms of what is it going to take to move the needle for your business. So we're going to take a closer look at this, and before we dive into some of the data from this real estate agent in Renton, where we had done this market competition analysis for, I need to clarify 2 things with you guys, because what you'll see here is that we had analyzed this real estate agent's position for their organic site ranking and their Google My Business site ranking. I know some of you guys are going to be familiar with this, others are not, so I'm going to spend just 1 minute to make sure that we're all on the same page. So what is the Google My Business ranking? So here's an example of what that looks like. I'm sure that everybody has seen this from their own search results. In this case, we've searched for real estate agent in Renton, and you can see here businesses that are appearing at the very top right next to the map. That is the Google My Business ranking. It's also referred to as the Google Business Profile. They're changing names on us just to make sure that it stays interesting, but this is really important to analyze, especially for any kind of local service businesses, and knowing where do you fall in that particular area. The organic search results are the search results that would be underneath the Google Business Profiles or underneath Google My Business, right? And so that's what you can see here. Now, some of you might be thinking to yourself, wow, like that's probably not as profitable as it is to be in Google My Business, or in the ads that show up even higher. Well, the reality is that over 60% of consumers actually will scroll down to this particular area. So still, the majority of traffic comes through this area, so it absolutely does matter. And so that's the good news. The bad news is that in many cases, it takes a lot of time and effort to rank in this particular area. And so that's why this template, that's why what we discussed in part 1 is so important, so that you can focus and prioritize on the keywords that matter right now. So we're going to take a look at this real estate agent in Renton so that you can kind of get an idea in terms of the keywords and how that all shakes out as we prioritize a keyword strategy for somebody like this particular customer. So as we put together the market analysis, we really are just kind of brainstorming with the business owner which keywords could matter. In this case, it would be real estate agent, real estate broker, homes for sale, realtor, and so on and so forth. And then we take a look at each one of those keywords and how many people are searching for those keywords then in this case in Renton. And so in Renton, for example, we know that on average, 70 people are searching for real estate agent. 30 people are searching for real estate broker. That really does matter. That matters for the business owner to be already thinking about, oh, well, here are particular keywords that this is what my consumers are searching for more often, so you can start including that a little bit more also in any kind of content that you might be writing or publishing and that type of thing, right? And so that's where we start with. Number one is really figuring out what is the search volume, and then number two is to really see how do you compete. The best way to do that is really just to manually check that. We just use Google Chrome. We're opening up a new browser window in incognito mode. Incognito mode is essentially a mode in Google Chrome that will undo any kind of personalization. And so, because if you're just using your regular Google Chrome window, chances are high you're going to see your own website rank much higher than it ranks for anybody else, because Google knows that you have been to your website, that you're affiliated to your website, and it's trying to personalize the results. Well, when you're doing this kind of research, you don't want that to happen. You want to undo all of that, and that's what incognito mode in Google Chrome or any other browser will help you do, so that you can get an objective view as to where you rank. So in this case, we can see that for real estate agent, Team Lisa Lam and Anchor Agency, they are the top players. They're already ranking at the very top. Well, why does that matter? Well, in conversations then with a business owner, you can then kind of get a sense of, well, you know, is this sort of like a newcomer, or is this a well-established business? And that really can help kind of identify just how much work is it probably going to be for you to be able to compete with those businesses, right? And then we want to take a look at how do you rank organically and how do you rank with your Google My Business profile. So in this case, this customer ranks 23 organically and number 5 with their Google My Business. The profitability for real estate agent is high. In contrast, the profitability for homes for sale would be low. Now, why is there a difference between those two keywords? Well, think about it this way. A person who is searching for homes for sale, they might just be doing some research all by themselves. That means that they potentially already have a real estate agent, and so the conversion rate of those individuals is questionable. The conversion rate of a person who's searching for a real estate agent is going to be really, really high, because those people, they are looking to essentially have a contract with an individual, with a real estate agent that will help list their home or help them buy a home. So that's the big difference here. That's really, really important as you're kind of doing this exercise in defining which keywords to prioritize. So in this example, you see a variety of other keywords. As mentioned, we'll provide this template for you guys to download. You can start filling in the information yourself as you're brainstorming, as you're getting all this data. We provide this market competition analysis free of charge for any business owner who is interested in that. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If it was, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to see you guys in the future. Take care and bye.